Well, welcome to One Petite Street. I've been away, been to the beach, been enjoying the beach, so much so that I didn't get a chance to do much filming. I tried to do a little bit, but discovered that my instructions were in Texas and I was in North Carolina. And so rather than do something wrong, I waited till I got back to complete the one small cabinet that I hadn't built. But I had some fun with a gift I got, which is the GoPro, and I did some filming with that. So might throw a little bit of that in, but it's good to be back. I hope you enjoy today as we finish up that one small cabinet that we need to make to have all the cabinets done. So I would ask if you would like the program today, if you just happen to just hit that like button. And if you'd like to subscribe, please go ahead. I know when you don't film, like I don't film all the time or video all the time because of the business of life, and this is not I guess a channel where I'm trying to hit 100,000 or 1 million viewers. I'm just doing it for fun, so sometimes there's some lag time, and that's what happened this time. But if you subscribe, every once in a while one of these videos will pop up and maybe you can learn something. So today I would ask if you do like it to hit that like button, and if you enjoy seeing it once in a while, subscribe. And if you'd like to contact me directly, it's at onepetitestreet@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and I can show you the work that we did on the real small cabinet that completes the cabinets in our the cabinets in Sam's study. So let's go ahead now and get to work on those things. So here I have all the pieces to this little final cabinet that we're making, and I have the drawer handles, and one of the things I'm hoping that I do correctly is put all this together, because guess what? I am here at the beach and my instructions are back home in Texas. So we're going to be playing this by ear. But the first thing I know I need to do is to glue the drawer handles in, and so we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. So now I have the drawer handles and the cabinet door handle on. Now we just have to figure out how to put the rest of it together. So we'll do some experimenting, and when we figure it out, we'll be right back. So now I'm back home and from the beach, and I was going to finish this cabinet while at the beach, but I ran into a problem. I forgot the instructions, and usually you can kind of figure things out, but there was one piece I didn't know whether it was glued on the inside or on the outside, and so I was at a standstill. So now I'm back and got the instructions, and so the first thing I'm going to do is to take the drawers, and they are glued on here and that makes the face of our cabinet. And so that's what I'm going to do. And when I complete that, we'll show you the results. And I want to try and get it like measured just so that they're spaced well. And then the next thing will be to build this portion right here. And that's one of the things I didn't know, where that bottom piece, whether it went on the bottom or whether they sat on it. As you can see, they sit on it, which makes a big difference in the size of the space. So we're going to work first of all on the drawers. When I have that completed, we'll come back and work on that other part. And so we've got the front of the drawers and the cabinet glued, and while that's drying, we're going to build the back and the front onto this piece. And so I think I've got it all correctly together here. We'll let that part dry. I tried to do it on the bottom again, and it's not, doesn't on the back. It goes on the side, but it goes on the bottom of these ones in the front. Okay, so it goes like this, and I was trying to do it the other way. We'll see how this turns out as it dries. So now I have both sides in position, the glue's drying, and then we'll put the front on, the top, and then the legs. So right now we'll let that dry for a while, and we'll be back. Uh-oh. Battery needs charged. Okay. And so now we've got this core part of it finished, and we need to put the front, the legs, and the top on. And I finally figured out that this back part overlapped this one, and these sat on top of it. I could have figured that out. I could have had this done while I was still at the beach, but I was afraid I was going to be doing it wrong. So the next step is to glue this front on like this. And so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back to do the sides and the top. So now that we have the drawer fronts and the cabinet front, then we're going to take and put the legs on, first one side and then the other. We're going to glue those on right like that. So that will give the 4 legs that it needs. So we'll glue those on, and then of course we'll glue the top on. They have a map, or a newspaper, I think. They have a newspaper that they have attached. In this picture you can see it. I'm not going to glue that on because who knows what we want to do, put a vase and flowers on it, or maybe even a couple books. So we'll go ahead then and glue the legs on. So now we got the legs on our little cabinet, and we're going to put the top on now to complete our cabinet. We're going to do it this way so we can make sure we kind of get it even. And there we have the cabinet completed and ready to join the other cabinets. Voila. Well, I hope you enjoyed the program today as we made this final little cabinet that goes in our study, in Sam's study. We do have one more piece of furniture to make, and that's a chair. And then we have a lot of books to make, and of course we need to build the walls and the lighting in that goes with Sam's study. Just take some time and enjoy God's creation. Get out, and if you can't be at the ocean or in the mountains or in some forest or some special place, just walk around your town. Notice the trees that are growing in your neighbor's yard. You might discover that there's some pretty special things very close at hand, because we have a beautiful creation to live in. Enjoy it. Until next time.